Hello friends, so we are going to start in another class about the research aptitude. It's a class 4 of the research aptitude. In the previous classes we have already discussed the types of researches. I told you we cannot finish it in one class. So today also we are going to extend the types of researches here. That is, today we are discussing the structured and unstructured researches and conceptual and empirical researches also. And one another important portion also we are going to discuss, that is the positivism and post-positivism approach. So without wasting the time, we can start our class. Listen to the class carefully. Okay. So according to the different types of researches, according to the inquiry, that is the research is of two types. One is structured and another is unstructured. I have already told in the previous class, structured means structure. You know, structure means it is an clearly you have a planned work, that is structured one. Okay, it is quantitative. Quantitative means we can measure it. That is, I have given the next point, that is measurable means we are able to tell how many people have done this, how many students have done this, how many boys have done this. Like that we can give a clear-cut measurement about the research. Understood? So that is what we call is structured. Already we have made a clear-cut plan to do the research. Predetermined means already we have made a plan and it is determined earlier. According to the what we have planned, we are making out the research. Find extent of a problem. By doing such kind of research, we can find the maximum extent of a problem and dig it out the problem and we can solve it. So it's a very good one. As research is concerned, it should be very structured. Structured is always good. If it is unstructured, it is very difficult for you to do a research, because if you have a clear idea of how to do, when to do, how to do, or if you have such an ideas, then it is very good. So structured research is one of the type of research under the inquiry type of research. Understood? Next is unstructured research. Unstructured means qualitative. Unstructured, unstructured means without any plan we are doing a research. Okay, we are starting with a topic and we are going on with the research. When you reach a point, you decide to do it in a different level. Understood? If something has happened somewhere, you want to do a research on it, then you are not making any plan, you are reaching there, you make the plans, then again you face a problem, you make another plan. Like that only you will move on. So it is not structured. In the case of inquiry, for example, for an interview, if you have a list of questions you have already planned, then it is called structured. If there is no prepared questions and you are asking by sitting there before them, then it is called unstructured. Here, according to the inquiry, structured and unstructured is here. Here is an unstructured one we are dealing with. It is qualitative. Qualitative means we cannot it is not measurable. That is why we call it as qualitative. We cannot measure it. How much good and how much bad, we cannot take a qualitative method. In qualitative we cannot measure the things. Flexible means you can do it in any way. You might have seen the interviews. Some interviews have already have a set of questions they have prepared. If they ask such questions, they are structured and they get the answers in such a way. Flexible means some people sit there, only experienced person can do, they sit there and ask questions. From that answer they will move to the other question. It is very flexible. According to that moment, they can decide the questions. So unstructured research is like that. It is not measurable. Find nature of the problem. Yeah, what is the specialty of unstructured is that it finds the nature, what type it is. That is what they find in the unstructured type of research. Okay. If you want to understand the nature of a person or the behavior of a person, you usually use the unstructured type of research, because we cannot measure the behavior of a person or animal or whatever it is. Understood? For such cases, you can do only qualitative research, and it is only unstructured, because we don't know how that person react to different situation. It will varies. Understood? So unstructured, it is qualitative. Understood? Next. according to the idea or concept. Okay, according to the idea or concept, again the research is divided into two. We have already told it about it. Now I am giving some more points for that. The conceptual research I have told in the last class itself. That is, concept means for the philosophy. If you are doing a research, we cannot give the measurable things there. Okay, it's a concept is there. A concept is there, and you have to build it up. You might have heard about naturalism. Naturalism is, you know what is naturalism. You have an idea of making everything realistic. You believe as it as such. It's a concept. We cannot measure it. Understood it? That is called conceptual research. Deal with the abstract idea. That is what they have given. It's an abstract idea. Understood? Naturalism. It's an, can you show the what is naturalism? No, you cannot only feel it. Okay, that is what I have given an easy example. If you are doing a research on ghost, can you show it to the people? No, we cannot do that. It is an abstract idea. It is only make others to understand. That only we can do. That is deal with abstract ideas or theories. What can come under the conceptual research. Okay, the reinterpret the concept. You have to deal with it. You have to convince others. That is very difficult because already it is an abstract thing, and you have to make others to believe it. Okay, observe and intelligence is needed. A lot of observation is needed in the case. For example, if you are doing a research on some kind of old traditional ghost theories, or whatever it is like that, if you are doing some aliens like that, if you are doing some then you need a lot of observation is needed, intelligence is needed. You want to make that abstract thing clear to other people. Okay, I gave an example only. Understood? It is not easy for us to do. Deal with philosophical ideas. Mainly conceptual research, we can get the example is philosophical ideas. Socrates has given some ideas. Aristotle has given some other ideas. So you have to make these abstract ideas clear for others. That is what you are doing in the conceptual research. Understood? Empirical research, it is very good. Empirical is, you keep that mind, it is experimental. Okay, experimental means you can show it to the people. That is the example science. You know that you are going to a lab and you are doing some experiments. You are getting a true experience. As such an experimental type of research is what doing in the empirical research. It's based on concrete things. Concrete means touchable things. Okay, data based, you know, you are making a measurable things. You are making it in a tabular form, and you are doing the research. Make hypothesis. Hypothesis is what, you know, the thing that you are going to do as a research. That is hypothesis. You are making hypothesis. You are making it a theory also. Can experience. That is empirical research. You can experience it. Okay, you can touch it. You can experience it. That is what we can do in the empirical research. So these are the two types of empirical research, as well as that is concrete research, are the two types of researches come under the ideal or conceptual basis. Okay, conceptual basis. So the types of research is somewhat over according to the different areas. Okay, then we are moving to another topic. Okay, that is positivism. You heard about such a word, might be in the a question paper. In some question papers, we can see this word positivism. They have asked such a question. It is put forwarded by Auguste Comte. Okay, Auguste Comte. It's a modern positivism is put forward by Auguste Comte, and classical means traditional type of positivism is put forward by Henry de Saint-Simon. Okay, he was put forward the classical. And what is positivism? That you have to know. Okay, easily I am giving an idea here. That is, otherwise you will get confused. So I am giving an easy way to understand what positivism. It's quantitative. Okay, you keep the word positivism. It's quantitative. Quantitative means measurable, experimentable. Okay, all these things you have to keep in mind. Based on natural phenomena. Natural phenomena, how it is happening as such. Okay, in a natural way. That is what positivism means. It's quantitatively we can measure it. All authentic, what is the positivism put forward? An idea is that all authentic knowledge need verification. That, for example, we are studying about something, we need it is a knowledge. Understood? It should be verified. Verified means it should be correct. Someone has to say that it is correct. For example, if you are doing a research, you are submitting the research and they go through it and they find whether it is right or not. So they are verifying it. After that only they are giving the PhD. Understand? So valid knowledge is scientific. This is the idea of positivism. That is, after the verification, if they gave the PhD, then it is okay. That is the idea of positivistic approach. That is, for example, if a scientist has find something, you have studied. I am giving an easiest example. Understood? Easiest example I am giving here. All the planets are revolving around the sun. You have studied in the smaller classes. Okay, so is an authentic knowledge. We want to know whether it is authentic or not. So a scientist can able to prove it. Once it is proved, okay, once it is proved, then it is valid. This is the idea of positivism. All authentic knowledge need to be verification. Whoever put forward a theory, it should be verified. After verification, we can consider it as scientific. This is the idea of positivism. Okay, I think now it is clear for you. That is, it is put forward by Auguste Comte and it is it's a traditional type. It started by Henrik T. Saint Simon. Okay, this is called positivism, and some group has come against this theory. Okay, some group has come against this theory. I will give you some names of the exponents of the positivistic approach. We can see that. Positivism, that is the just opposite of positivism. Positivistic people said that whatever the theory put forward, once it is verified, it is true. That is their idea. But positivism said that even though it is valid, sometimes it can be changed. That is also true because when Socrates put forward some theory, Aristotle might have changed it, Plato might have changed it. So whenever one theory is put forward, there's a chance for it to be rechanged. Okay, that is what they said. That is the positivism. So there are some exponents are the Thomas Kuhn and Karl Popper are the people who are great exponents of this field, and it is based on quality. Okay, quality is based is positivism. The goal of science is to reach goal which is not attainable. That is their one of the ideas they put forward. Science is trying to find the truth, but it is not attainable as such. For example, we are already have heard that the sun is always burning. Okay, but it is not possible. It is a true fact. We know that it's a true fact. But it is not easy to reach to the sun and to collect the samples or like that is not possible. So it's a goal, but it cannot be reachable. Okay. As the same way, first we have heard about idealistic approach to the education, then we heard about naturalistic approach to the education, then realistic approach we have seen, pragmatic approaches we have seen. So one theory is okay, but it can also be overruled by something else. That is their idea of positivistic people. Observation can be fallible. Fallible means error. If you observe something, it might your views can become in that. So there is a chance for any mistake. So what you have to do is that it can be revisable. Revisable means once some other people can find fault in your work. Okay, if you do a work, you feel that it's correct. But if some others are looking your work, they might feel some kind of mistake in it. So it can be revised. That is their idea. All observation has error. They say that whatever observation we have, all has some kind of errors. That all theory is revisable. So they put forward that all the theory has to be revisable. Whatever theory is in the world, it can be revisable once when you study more about it. That is the approach of positivistic people. Understood? So I think you get a clear idea about what is positivism and what is positivistic approach. Okay. We are going to the last area of this class. Some other type of researchers, okay, simple topics they may ask in the question paper. Action research, a lot of times they have asked this question: what is action research? To solve existing problem, immediate solution to a problem. Immediate solution, if you see a word immediate, no doubt the research is action research. Okay, some questions may related to immediate solution, you give the answer as action research. Action research is a research to solve the immediate problems. Okay. Diagnostic research is to find the cause of problem. What is the problem? What is the reason? Cause, problem. That is what they have to find in the diagnostic research. Okay. Ex post facto. I told you ex post facto means after the incident has happened. Target those people gone through the problem. After the target has happened, they find the people who has gone through this problem and they find the research. Okay. Historical research. Use historical resources to study. They take the records of the history and they do the research. Experimental research, it make the test to find they scientific. Experimental research is very scientific and it is very true also. And there are two types of variables in experimental research. One is dependent variable. Dependent variable cannot be manipulated. You have to know that. Okay, they ask such questions. Dependent variable cannot be manipulated. Independent variable can be manipulated. Okay, independent variable can be manipulated in the research process, not the dependent variable. So I think now you are getting clear about different types of researches and then positivism and positivistic approaches. So so let us wind up our class of today. We have discussed today about the structured and unstructured researches. Then we discussed about the conceptual as well as empirical researches. I think you are clear about all these topics. Even though they are small topics, they will ask some questions from this side. Again, important part we have discussed is this positivism and positivistic approach. It is very important. So you must go through it. You must understand who are the exponents of it. I think you are clear about it. Don't forget to subscribe this channel. So stay on with me. Then only you will get my videos. You will get all the topics as well as subtopics. So you don't forget to subscribe this channel. We can meet on the next class. Till then, goodbye.